Hello my dear student, I welcome you all to the maths class. So you all know that we are doing chapter 3 data handling, right? And in the previous class we have also started exercise 3.3, and in today's class we are going to start with the question number 3. Let us state question number 3 first. Number of our children in 6 different classes are given below. Okay, so represent the data on the bar graph. So this is the table given. Okay, so according to this we have to solve the given question in the book. Okay, so first question is, how would you choose a scale? And number B, answer the following question. Number 1, which class has the maximum number of the children and the minimum? Find the ratio of the student of the class 6 to the student of the class 8. So student, this first of all you have to make the bar graph. This table, the number of the student in class 5th, 6th, 7th, we have to represent this in the bar graph first of all. I hope you have you are clear with the understanding of the bar graph. So using that concept we are going to solve the problem. Okay, so the first and foremost question is, how would you choose a scale? So let us start solving this question. We will solve in the graph copy. Okay, so student, here we have the question number 3, represent the data on the bar graph. So using this table you have to make the bar graph, and first question is, how would you choose a scale? So in a graph, this is a graph copy here. In this graph copy, first of all you have to choose the scale. Okay, that is what unit you are going to choose in between to make this bar graph. Okay, so the first and foremost thing is, so first to choose the scale, what you have to look is, so in the table it is given that in 9th and the 10th it is 90 and 80, right? So if you minus this 90 minus 80, it will be 10, and 100 minus 90 is again it is 10, so it is 10 unit you can say. Okay, so if you minus this 100 minus 95, it will be 5, so this 5 can be adjusted within this 10 only, and 9, and this similarly 135 minus 20, it is 15, so this also can be adjusted. So using the concept of this, we are going to make a graph in the bar graph in the graph copy. So student, first of all, as I mentioned in the previous class, that there should be two axis. First of all, it is x-axis here, and here it is the y-axis. Okay, so starting from 80 to 135 is the range, right? So 80 to 135, so I have chosen here as a 0, and as we have got that we are going to take the 1 unit is equal to 10 scale, or 10 children. Instead of the scale you write 10 children, that is in 1 unit. From this from here to here, this is 1 unit, right? So this, in this unit we are going to take the 10 children. 10 here, 10, 20, then 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, then 140, right? So within this, so what does this side indicate? What does this axis indicate? This axis indicates your number of children. Alright, this axis indicates, that is y-axis represent the number of children, and in the x-axis represent the class. Alright, so this is class. So how many classes are there? Starting from 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, there are 6 classes. So we are going to write like this. So over here it is 5th, starting from here 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and then the final one, it is 10th. So 10 classes are there. So in this area we are going to plot the bar graph. Okay, so what is the 5th number of children in the 5th class? It is 135, so it should be, so if it is 130 here, then 35 should be somewhere in between these two. So student, in between this 1 unit there is a gap of 2, so 132 is this, 134, 136, 138, then it makes 140, right? So 132, 134, 136. So it should be in between these two, right? So how to make this? So you have to be very careful while making this. So and it is 132, 134, and it is 136. So 135 lies in between 135, 136 and 134. So it should be in between these two, right? So this makes your 135. So this is your fifth class. So you can write here fifth class. All right. So when you are making the bar graph, it should be more clear and understandable. Okay, so that it will be easily understandable. So at the last also you can write fifth class. All right. So this makes your fifth class. It is 135 is here in between. Number of children in the fifth class is 135. Similarly, in the sixth class it is 120. So it is easy to make because directly you are going to get the value. 120 is here. So this makes your 120 starting from here. So this is your sixth class. Sixth class. Alright student, I hope you have understood this. In 120 number of children is 120 in the sixth class. So next we have in the seventh class it is 95. It is 95. So 90 lies at over here and 100 is over here. 90, 92, 94, 96. So 90, it should be in between these two, right? So 95 is here. 94 and 96. So your seventh class is 90, number of children is 95. So we have understood that it should be over here. Yes, you have to be very careful student when you are solving this. You cannot cross the limit, otherwise when you cross the limit it will be, the number will be different. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Just see, I have made in between, that is in between 96 and in between 94. So at the middle it is 95. Okay, so with this we are over with seventh class also, which represents 95 student, right? Similarly we have our next class is 8, which is 100 students. So we can directly get the value here. 100 student, number of children is 100. So it is your 8th class, AIGHT 8 class, right? So which represents the 100 children, right? So it is 8th class. Okay, I hope you have understood this. And last class, sorry, not last, second last, which is 9th, is 90. So it is 90 is over here. So this represents your 9th class. So you can write here NINTH, 9th class. Okay, so it is representing the 9th class, which is number in which number of children is 90, and in the 10th, which is 80, number of children is 80. So you can represent like this. So it is 80. 80 lies over here. Okay, so this is here 80. This is a 80, which represents the 10th class. So you can write here 10th class. I hope this is understandable, right? So with this we are over with the making of bar graph, in which number of children each were representing. In 5th class it is 135, in 6th class it is 120, in 7th class it is 95, in 8th class it is 100, in 10th class it is 90, and in 9th class it is 90, and in 10th class it is 80. So this is the easy way to make the bar graph and easy way to read out the bar graph. Okay, so let us proceed to the next question. Here we have the question number B from sub question number B from question number 3. Answer the following question. Number 1 is which has the maximum number of the children and the minimum. So looking at the bar graph, which bar graph is the tallest one? So it is in the 5th class, that is 135 is having a highest bar graph, right? So with this we can conclude that in 5th class, that is in 135 student, number of children was 135, so the maximum number was possessed by the 5th class. So we can write in 5th class, that is number one, that is 135 student, the maximum number of children has. So next question is and the minimum also. So looking at the bar graph, you can easily predict that in 10th class the bar graph is smallest among others compared to others, right? So in 10th class we can write in 10th class, that is 8 with 80 students, the minimum number of children has. Okay, so with this we are over with question number B. Our next question we have from question number 3 is, our next question from question number 3B. Answer the following question. Number 2 is, find the ratio of the student of the class 6th to the student of the class 8th. It is very easy. First of all, you have to write the total number of students, it's better you write, because they have asked us to write the ratio of the student. So the total number of student in class 6th is 120, that we have already found, and it is given in the table also. So it is 6th is 128, and in class 8 the total number of student is 100, right? So we have to find the ratio. So the ratio means divide this. Divide with whom? Ratio between the number of students of class 6th and 8th. You have to find the ratio between 6th and 8th. So it is in class 6 it is 120, and in class 8 it is 100. So this is the way to find the ratio. 0 gets cancelled out. It is 2 6 are 12, 2 5 are 10. It is 6 by 5. So the ratio is 6 is to 5. So the ratio between, you can write therefore the ratio between the number of students of the class 6th and class 8th is 6 is to 5. Alright. Proceeding further to the next question, we have question number 4. The question states that the performance of a student in first term and second term is given here. Okay, so draw a double bar graph choosing the appropriate scale and answer the following. So in the table it is given for the first term and the second term. In English every marks are given. So using this you have to make a double bar graph. Okay, and choosing this marks, and you have to answer the following question. In which subject has the child improved his performance the most? In which subject is the improvement list has the performance gone down in any subject? So you have to make a double bar graph, and you have to follow and you have to answer the given question. Okay, so this one also we are going to do in the bar graph, in the graph copy. Okay, so student, here we have the question number 4. Alright, so you have to make a double bar graph using this table. Okay, here I have the graph copy. So similar technique or the similar process or idea we are going to use to solve the to make the double bar graph. This is not a simple bar graph. We have to make the double because the two things are given, two important terms are given, that is first and the second term. Okay, so using this data we are going to plot the bar graph. Okay, so student, to make the graph, first and foremost thing you have to choose is scale. One scale will represent how many numbers? So one scale means one unit. Okay, so how many units it is going to represent? So one scale over here I'm going to choose the 10 subjects. Okay, not subjects, sorry, it will be marks. Okay, it will be marks because we have to, in the y-axis we have to plot the marks, and in the y-axis, x-axis, we are going to represent the subjects. Okay, so let us start plotting. So in this side we are going to plot the x-axis. Alright, in this side we are going to plot the x-axis, and in this side we are going to plot the y-axis, in which number of subjects are number of marks are represented. Okay, so starting from 0 here, 10 unit I have said, 10 1 unit will be representing the 10, 20, 30, 40 marks, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and the maximum will be 100, because our smallest number here is 67, and the maximum is 95. So our so it will be in between 0 to 100. It can be adjusted in between 0 to 100, right? So we can do this, right? So first of all we have to write here, in the x-axis will be represented for the subjects, and in the y-axis will be represented for the term. Okay, so in the first term, the first subject is English, and in the first term English 67, and the second term in English he has got 70, he or she has got the 70, that student has. Okay, so first of all we have to make the 67 for first term. It is 67, where it is 60 here, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, then comes 70. This is a 70, so we have to make 67, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68. So 68, 67 is in between 68 and 66, so 67 will be here. So first we will make for the English. So I'm going to use here the different color pencil, because there are two terms we have to make. So double bar, in double bar graph you have to indicate that also. Okay, 67 will be 60, 62, 64, 66, 68. So 67 will be here. So you are going to make like this. So this represents your 67 marks, and for the first term. Okay, so in the second term it is 70. So I'm going to use the another color pencil, which is 70, right? So you can make it here. So it is represented for 70. Alright, so this is your double bar graph. In first term, this is actually representing the first term, so you have to write here, this will be representing your first term, and this will be representing the second term. Alright, so that it will be easy for you to understand the marks given in the terms. Okay, so similarly we will proceed further, but before that we are going to write this one for English, ENG. Okay, similarly we will try for the another one, that is for Hindi. In first term he has obtained 72 in first term. That will be 72 will be over here. This is 70 here, 70, 71, 72. Sorry, 72 will be here, 70, 72. So we are going to make like this. So this is your 72 marks in the first term, because when you move one step it will be 72. When you move further it will be 74, 76, 78 and 80, right? So it is 72. And next we have is 65 marks. So it is 60 here, 62, 64, 66. So it should be in between, right? So you are going to make like this. So it is here. So you can make directly over here, or you can write like this also. So this will be representing the marks for the Hindi in the first and the second term. So this is for first term, as I mentioned here, and this is the second term which I have written here. Okay, which each marks are represented. So this is represented for 65 marks. So you can write here 65 marks. You can write here it is 72. You can write here 70. You can write here this is 67. Alright, so each is representing for the respective subject. So next we have our maths, which is 88. 80 is here, and 82, 84, 86 and 88. 88 will be here. So to plot this we are going to draw like this. 88 will be here. So this is 88, which is representing for maths. Another is in second term, it is for 95. So 90 is here, then 92, 96. So 95 will be in between. So when you are plotting this, remember when you are making a double bar graph, you have to touch both the graph. Alright. So this is your this is the marks obtained by a student in maths. This is actually represented for 95 marks, and this is for 88 marks, and both is for the subject maths. Alright. Similarly, proceeding further to the next question is science. In first term he has obtained how much? 81. So 80 is over here, 80 is over here, and 82 is here. So it should be in between. So we are going to plot like this. Oh, extremely sorry. So I have chosen the different color pencil, sorry for that. Now this is representing for 81, and another one will be a 85, right? So 85 will be 80 is over here, 82 is here, 84 is here, and 86 is here. So 85 is in between. So we are going to plot in between this over here. Student, you have to be very careful because each has got its own value, so you cannot plot different number here. So if you are crossing this limit, it will become 86. So the actual marks is 85. So how can you make 85 in 86? So that will be impossible, right? So that will be incorrect also. So you have to be very careful. So this is representing 85 and this is representing 81. Okay. And our next and the last one is our social science. So in social science, in the first term they have obtained 73. So where is 73 now? This is representing 70 here. So you can use the scale also. If you are facing a problem, this is representing 70, and to reach 73, this is your 72 and it is 74. So 73 is between here. So our 73 lies over here. Okay, so 73 is over here in between, right? So and 75 in the second term in social science, 75 will be 70 is here, 72, 76. So 75 will be Where? So 70 is here, 72, 74, 76 is here, so 75 will be in between here. So using this, we are going to plot over here. In between, no? So don't cross that boundary. Okay, so you have to be very careful. I have used the scale, color pencil, so it is little bit thicker over here, but no problem, you can use another pencil also. Okay, so that you can sketch one side with the, if you don't have the sketch pencil, if you have only pen and pencil, then you can plot with one with the pen, one with pencil, you can do that also. Okay, so this is representing 75 marks and this is representing 73. And sorry, I have not mentioned here, this is for science, and this double bar graph is representing the social science. All right, so I hope you are clear with this. So student, the important thing which you have to remember is when you are representing the double bar graph, then it's very important that which bar graph is representing what. Suppose in this case, this is representing for the first term, right? And this is representing for the second term. Small mistake I have done here with by drawing this with this sketch, but no problem, you have understood, I hope. So the question number 1 is over, in which you have to make the double bar graph, and another important thing is you have to make the scale. Okay, these are the few important things when you are drawing the graph. So another important question looking at this graph which you have to give is, in which subject has the child improved his performance the most? So here we have the first question, in which subject has the child improved his performance the most? Alright, so looking at this graph, you have to solve the problem. Okay, in which subject has the child improved the most? So by observing the double bar graph, there was a maximum marks increase in the marks. Just see, compared to English, Hindi, in math, the height of the graph is maximum compared to other graph, right? So if you make a like polygon frequency, at a later stage you will come to know what is that. Okay, for now just remember, just see in this stage. Okay, so the maximum height is there, right? So you will write, your answer will be, child has improved his performance in which subject? In maths. Alright, so this is the first answer, because the maximum marks was obtained by a student in maths, okay, compared to other subject. Okay, so our next question is, in which subject is the improvement list? So looking at this double bar graph, you have to answer this question. Okay, so this will be a home assignment. Let you people try this. Okay, this is very important. So we have another one question from here. So the question is, so here we have the third question, has the performance gone down in any subject? So looking at this bar graph, you have to answer this question also. Has the performance gone down in any subject? So your answer will be yes. By observing the double bar graph, the performance in Hindi has gone down, because the least marks is only in Hindi. Others are more than this average, right? So we will write yes. The answer will be yes. The performance in Hindi has gone down. Understood, student? I hope you have understood this. Why Hindi? Because just see, in first term, if the student is getting less marks, other is then in second term the marks got increased. Similarly, in 72 in case of first term, then 65 it got decreased, no? So that's why we are saying that the performance in the Hindi has gone down. All right. So with this we are over with question number 4 also. So student, we will keep here. Alright, so you will practice continuously. Okay, see you in the next class. Till then, stay safe and healthy, and do not forget to practice. Okay, thank you everyone.